now time for another edition of Jacket Sports Talk, sponsored by Optum Sports Medicine, patient focused, physician owned. Here is your host, Optum Sports Medicine athletic trainer, Mr. Jeff Weems.
Hey Jacket fans, welcome to the Jacket Sports Talk presented by Optum Sports Medicine and the Spivey Orthopedic Group. I'm Jeff Weems, and today here with Alicia Lilliott, one of our senior softball players, as they will be leaving later today to go to Columbus as they're in the Elite Eight and will be taking part in the state tournament. So Alicia, kind of one of my first questions to you is, tell us what playing at Jeff Davis has meant to you personally.
Well, it's kind of meant a lot to me because here you can find some of your best friends, and you've played mostly with them for your whole life, and the coaches really make us feel like family. So that's.
And are there lifelong memories that you're going to take with you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
From here, what's kind of your favorite one that's so far? Hopefully, it's winning a state championship. But what's one that's really going to stick out for you?
My freshman year, we went to Columbus and we were freezing, and I accidentally stepped on Coach Brooks' foot, my cleat. We had to dig my bottom of my cleat out of her toes, and she couldn't feel it because it was so cold.
Okay. I don't know that she'll remember it quite in the way that you're finding it funny, but that is a good story for sure. So, obviously it's a long season. We're kind of getting down here to the end. We as fans, we see the team play, but we're not at practice every day. We're not in the locker room. So kind of give us a behind-the-scenes look at the team and the dynamics and just tell us about this year's team.
Well, we pretty much been raised together. So, all the way up, played every game together. We're pretty close as a good team. We're all, mentally focused. We're all in it together. So, yeah.
Okay. And then, obviously moving from the regular season where you guys play a game at a time or on the weekends you might play a doubleheader to now into the state tournament that's a double elimination tournament. Give us some insight as to how that's different for you as a player having to play in a tournament format versus just one game at a time on a particular day.
Well, okay, so if we have two games back-to-back and we win the first one, our momentum is really up to play the second one. So that's pretty good there. We do pretty good with the two games. Either if we lose the first one, then we still have the momentum to get the second one. Or if we win the first one, then we got the second one.
Right. But as far as having all those games, because there's 8 teams and they've got to be beaten twice, but it's in a 3-day period. So you're going to have to probably play multiple games each day.
Right.
So is that more difficult as a player to, play that many games in a short amount of time, or how does that kind of work for you guys as players? We're
pretty competitive. We compete against each other all the time. Right. So we're pretty good on that part.
Right. Okay. Well, good. So now tell us about your plans. You're obviously a senior, so this is the last hurrah at Jeff Davis High School. So what's Alicia Lilliott's plans after Jeff Davis?
Well, I plan on enlisting in the National Guard, going to basic training, coming back, and then I'm going to college in Valdosta to get my medical degree and become a paramedic. Okay,
awesome. Well, good. Well, hopefully you'll be able to come back home and work games with us and still be around. So now, again, as a senior and the lone senior on the softball team, have you found to be, has that made you lonely at all to be the only senior?
Kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
Because everybody makes you fit in. We pretty much, everybody's everybody, fit in with everybody.
Right. Okay, good. Now, but obviously as a senior, you've had 4 years to go through high school. So what is a pearl of wisdom that you could leave, say, the freshman class, or what was something you wish you knew as a freshman that would have helped you in your high school career that you now know as a senior?
I say don't procrastinate, because it's not going to turn out too good. You just take it slow, because it's going to fly by, and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh, wow.
Right. So now the procrastinating part, is that something you learned through some painful experiences?
Somewhat.
All right. Okay. Well, I think most people have probably gone through that as well. But certainly you guys have had a fantastic season, and we're very proud of you guys or gals. On what y'all have accomplished, and certainly pulling for you, and hope y'all can bring yet another state championship home here to Hazelhurst. So Jacket fans, we certainly appreciate your time being here, and as always, when you're wearing Navy, you're as good as gold.